In this video I'm going to cover the process of horsehair raku firing. Obviously you'll need some pots to start with, and if you can make those out of a fairly white coarse clay, it's a good start point. If you make them from something that's too fine, you'll find that they'll crack when you take them out of the kiln. Once you've completed the pots, you could try burnishing them up with a stone or put them back on the wheel and use a metal rib. They do look very good if you can get a really smooth finish to them. The other option is to spray them with terra and polish them up with a rag. They come out very well looking like that. You can add coloured mica to the terra if you want to give it some colour, but of course you will have to bisque fire the pot first and then add the terra because the mica will burn out during the bisque firing. Once you have the pots prepared and bisque fired, load them into a gas kiln, but make sure that they're accessible. When they reach temperature you can get them out easily with a pair of tongs. Run the kiln up to about 700 degrees centigrade. It usually takes me around about 90 minutes. Once the kiln has reached temperature, you can start underloading the pots individually, wearing the appropriate safety gear. If you decide to use feathers on your pots, the small fluffy ones look really good, but if you do use larger ones, just break up the filaments, otherwise you'll find when you burn them on they'll look like a leaf. Apply them to the pieces with a pair of tweezers, that way you'll get the full feather effect and you won't burn your fingers. Here you will see the first feather being applied with the tweezers, and the outline quickly disappears because the clay is too hot, whereas the second and third feathers, the clay's cooled down sufficiently for the carbon to remain. The neck of the pot tends to cool fastest, so you're better to start at the top and work your way down. If you find that the clay has cooled too much for the material to burn on, you can use a plumber's gas torch just to reheat small areas. I've tried burning all sorts of things onto pots, but the three things that work the best are feathers, horsehair and pure lamb's wool. Now they all contain keratin, which of course is also in your fingers, so do please be really careful when you're burning these things on. I've tried other materials with limited success. Sugar works reasonably well. Honey was just a horrible sticky mess. If you have any experience yourself and you found something that works, then please do leave a comment below. Another idea that you might like to try is sticking the lamb's wool to some wet clay. Just let the clay dry out and then you can use them as stamps straight onto the pot. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.